Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Flow of Consciousness YouTube channel. As you might have seen from the title, I have uploaded 300 videos in 300 days here on the channel, and I must admit it has been a crazy ride. Now in this video I would like to talk to you about the lessons that I've learned from doing this and whether or not I think it's worth it. So make sure you watch all the way to the end because I will spoil very interesting lessons that you can hopefully learn from if you are curious about starting your own YouTube channel or just curious about hearing from someone who has been this consistent with his uploads. So since March 7th, 2021, I didn't miss a single upload. Not a single day I missed uploading a video. And I am quite proud of this, to be honest, because it has been really a challenge to find ways to make sure I have internet, to make sure I come up with a video topic, to edit, to upload. There's so much work that goes into creating a single YouTube video that you guys are probably not really aware of, but it takes a lot of work, okay? Editing the YouTube thumbnail, the topic, thinking about it in advance, it's so much work, okay? So I'm proud of this accomplishment. Sometimes I really didn't want to do it. So this is another lesson that you will definitely experience yourself if you decide to commit to daily uploads on YouTube. There is going to be days, weeks even sometimes, where you absolutely don't want to do it. You just don't want to do it. I was sitting there sometimes in front of my camera for an hour thinking about what am I going to talk about. It's not working, stumbling over my words, feeling frustrated, and just wanting to give up, literally wanting to quit. Like I wanted to smash my freaking camera. I got so upset sometimes, so frustrated, okay? Especially if you film videos outside, it's really difficult to control for the environment. So there might be an airplane flying over or a dog barking like just now or whatever, you know, like people passing by, so many different things. It starts raining, okay? Tons of different reasons for a video to not be perfect, and if you are a perfectionist like I used to be, then it can be very tough because you want the video to be perfect but it's impossible, so you get frustrated, you get fed up. So expect to go through a whole bunch of emotions, okay, a whole bunch of emotional responses, because creating videos is it takes a lot of your energy, and there's going to be days you will not want to do it. Now there is something to be said about learning to push through that, okay? I learned to create regardless of how I felt. This gives me faith and trust in my own abilities to put out something even though when I don't feel like it, okay? It's important to teach yourself that you can work despite feeling motivated. You can do something despite feeling like you want to do it. Feeling like you want to do it is very flimsy, it's very unreliable. What is reliable is a commitment, okay? That's why I put myself into this commitment, so I had no way of escaping it. I mean, I have, but again, when I say I want to do something, I will do it, okay? So you will really sometimes not feel like creating a video. I did that many times and I was able to move past it. And sometimes I feel super excited to create videos and I'm super proud of the video that I made, and I feel like I'm talkative and everything is good, the timing is right, everything is flowing nicely, and that's a great experience, okay? To just channel knowledge, to just, you know, express yourself, that's wonderful. So it's a good tool to learn to express yourself. Another benefit of doing this for such a long time is you become really comfortable on camera, okay? I have spoken hours and hours in front of the camera, so I feel very natural doing it. It's a skill, right? And that's also why I wanted to do it daily for a year, because when you do something for that long, so consistently, it becomes part of your identity, okay? Now when somebody asks me, what do you do? I say, I'm a YouTuber. Because I create daily videos on YouTube, I'm a YouTuber, all right? This is an idea from James Clear, the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, is that habits turn into an identity. Repeatedly, if you consistently stick to a certain habit, it turns into your identity. If you go to the gym consistently, you become a gym goer, you become a fit person. If you brush your teeth every day, you become a hygienic person, okay? So if you make YouTube videos every day, you become a YouTube video maker, okay? So you become a YouTuber. That's why I wanted to do it. Now, another thing is that at some point it will start to grow stale. At least for me, I didn't feel like I was making a lot of extra progress in a way. I was just like, okay, making another video every day, another video every day, every day. And I had to come up with creative ways to, you know, use the time or the camera that I had with me. Sometimes I use my phone, most of the time I use this camera, but sometimes, you know, I had to be creative with finding a place to upload or to edit, etc. But at some point I didn't feel like I was making that much progress anymore. I was not necessarily trying anything new or whatever. And that's when I started to experiment with different styles of videos, you know, like a little bit more editing or some kind of graphics that I add, or some texts, or dividing videos up in chapters, or doing some scripted videos, etc. Personally, for myself, I don't really like scripted videos. I feel like there is too much like it gets stuck always. I have to look at my script and then talk and look back to my script. I way rather just have a nice flow of conversation. That works best for me, and I enjoy doing that the most. And again, it's a free choice, right? Like, I made this decision to make this YouTube channel. I might as well enjoy it, right? So if I push myself to do something that I really dislike every single day, that is just causing a massive burnout, right? So I decided to not continue the road of writing scripts because it simply didn't feel right with me, right? So that might be different for you. You might need some more structure, and in certain cases, having some more structure is very useful, and I will definitely experiment with this more in the future when I have more time to prepare. Because if you want to write a script, you want to record a video, you want to edit, that takes even more time, because the writing takes a lot of time, right? Especially if I want it to be really good, it takes a lot of time, and I simply couldn't pull it off every single day to do that. So that's another downside. You can't put too much preparation and time into each video because you do it daily. So I wouldn't say that it's necessary. If you are looking to start a YouTube channel, then uploading daily is really not necessary. It's really not. You can get away with 2 or 3 times a week, or even once a week. As long as it's consistent, it's enough. But again, I wanted to do this to turn it into my identity. So it's a personal reason, and also a reason of personal commitment. I wanted to see whether I could pull it off, a whole year of daily videos. So it was more like a personal thing. No one told me to do this. No one told me that I should do it like this. I decided this myself. Now, another thing that I realized is that this commitment that I made was really a matter of proving something to myself. And the more I think about this, the more I understand that, okay, actually I just did it to see whether I could pull it off, but there is not really any other reason anymore. Okay, nobody tells me to upload a video every single day for a year. Nobody told me to do that. I told myself to do it. And it got me stuck a little bit as well. And especially after going to the Rainbow Gathering, I questioned what I was doing. I really questioned what I was doing, and it made me realize that perhaps I'm doing this for the wrong reasons. And it's hard for me to accept that. It's hard for me to accept that I don't have to do this. I can let it go. There is no need to push myself to finish this project. However, I want to finish it, because I don't want to look back and be like, oh, the last 2 months I gave up and I didn't pull it off. No, this is my pride, my ego, and I'm aware that it's my ego that wants to be able to say that I set out this intention and I made it happen, and I want to make it happen. But if I'm really honest with you, it's really tough. It puts you in some kind of prison. It locks you up in some kind of prison because you need to do it every day. So there is very little wiggle room to be spontaneous in your life. And of course you can pre-plan some videos, and that's exactly what I'm doing now. Record a few in advance and then upload and schedule them. But I felt like it was not entirely, I don't know, honest maybe even to do so. But now I changed my views on this, and I think it's actually better to shoot videos in bulk, to edit videos in bulk, and then schedule them in advance so you have some breathing room. Because, you know, daily uploads probably you'll run into a burnout. I felt like I run into some kind of burnout a few times. Of course, not like full-blown burnout, not being able to do anything and laying in bed all day, but I felt really close to that. And it's also creative exhaustion, right? Like talking about new things every single day, it's exhaustive, man. Like you will have to have a topic that you're extremely passionate about if you want to talk about things every single day. You will have to find a topic that you are just obsessed with, because otherwise it's simply not going to work. Now, do I think it's worth it? 300 videos in 300 days. Do I think it's worth it? If your aim is to become successful on YouTube, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not worth it. I think I would have made more progress if I would have uploaded twice, perhaps 3 times, maximum 3 times a week. In terms of, you know, success of amounts of subscribers and exposure and all these things, that would have been so much better. So if you want to be successful on YouTube, daily uploads, not necessary. Maybe the first month to get your momentum going, to get comfortable in front of the camera, that's useful, right? You train yourself, you develop a little bit of a personality. It's good. Practice that. Do it for a month, perhaps even 2 months, every day. Good. It will kickstart your channel. But after that, man, there is no need whatsoever to do daily uploads, okay? And I am afraid to admit that probably it would have been a better decision for me to just do that 2 months and then call it that and do 2 videos per week after that for many months to come. But I decided to do otherwise. And perhaps this is also useful so you will not make the same mistake. So if you want to make success on YouTube, don't stick to daily uploads. Really not necessary. Now, if you want to challenge yourself and you want to make it part of your identity and you want to just see whether you can pull it off, then by all means do it, okay? It's been an incredibly interesting ride, okay? I met myself along the way. I ran into so many issues that I needed to solve, so many problems that I needed to solve for myself. The creative problem, the editing problem, the burnout problem, the lack of motivation problem, so many problems that I needed to overcome in order for me to pull this off, which is also really valuable in a way. So I will look back and I will know that, okay, I did it and it's something that I'm proud of. I'm really proud of my progress here, okay? I'm really proud, even though it was tough, and even though I don't think it's worth it, I'm still really proud. And I will proudly say that I uploaded a single video every single day for a whole year. Wow, what an accomplishment. So if you want to be able to say that later and tell your grandchildren that you did this, by all means do it. Then it's absolutely worth it, I think. I hope. Maybe I'm just trying to convince myself it is because I'm so balls deep into, you know, making this a reality. But anyways, that is what it is then in that case. Then I can admit that it's also sunken cost bias, etc, etc. So what else? Do I think it's worth it in general? For me, it was worth it. Personally, for me, it was worth it also because of the rationalization. What if I would say it's not worth it? Then I've been lying to myself. Okay, but these last 2 months, like the next 60 videos that I need to do, those are, I think, no longer worth it for me to do it daily. So that is why I will record a lot of videos in bulk. I will work super hard for the coming 2 weeks and just schedule everything until the end, and then I have 365 videos in 365 days, and I will have completed my commitment. But I feel that it's time to do something else now. I really need a break from YouTube. I had enough YouTube for now. And that is something you can probably expect as well. You will grow so sick and tired of YouTube after a while. And I will have to rekindle my love for the platform, I think, after this experiment. And that's okay, you know. But if you want to avoid that, I would advise you to not do daily uploads for a year. Okay, again, like I said, 2 months perfect, and then start uploading less frequently, and then you can maintain some kind of love for the platform, but also be aware that you don't let it slide. You don't lose the momentum. Like once a month, that is going to be a little bit not enough, I think. You want to find a balance between once and 3 times a week. I think that is a good schedule to aim for. But daily, if you want to become really comfortable in front of the camera and you want to be able to call yourself a YouTuber because you do daily videos, by all means go ahead. But don't tell me I didn't warn you that it's probably not going to be worth it for you. Okay guys, so I hope that was informative, I hope that was helpful. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. If you like the video, please click that like button for me. This helps to expose the video to more people who might want to learn more about this topic. And if you'd like to see more content like this in the future, and if you're curious if I'm able to pull it off, then make sure to click subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.